Lasma, Chaotic, the Thunderheart family, Her Royal Majesty Queen Saffron, and Royal Consort, kind of sort of King Zero, but more Consort Zero, find themselves well pleased by your family because you have just welcomed in another new baby who we have gone ahead and named after, and yes, I know this one's a bit of a stretch, but bear with me, our wonderful patron Backlog, creator of one of my adorable little plushies that is sitting right over there next to my baby guinea pig, Clover. Hi, I see you peeking at me. Do you want some lettuce? 1 second, I must give the young prince his tribute of lettuce and a tiny piece of apple. Oh, he ate it. That's so cute. He grabbed it like almost out of midair. Oh, I'll have to find the apple later. Anyway, Backlog, your plushie is sitting next to my baby guinea pig right now. Excellent place to be. And this baby girl is named Twig after you because I stared at your name and then I kept staring at, you know, the log part of Backlog. And at first I was like, front Twig? But we're just gonna go with Twig. Twig Thunderheart, who Her Royal Majesty is even more excited to see, happens to already be inclined for an intelligent future, which is what we're going to need because we kind of need healers for sure. Absolutely, we really need to get more healers. And that's why Her Royal Majesty is also pleased with the Thunderheart family because they have a young child ready for apprenticeship who happens to be ready for being a priest of the Temple of the Rat, which is very exciting. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to be yeeting little Tessia over to the priesthood, or priesthood in this case, in just a moment here, after Her Royal Majesty celebrates with this household by going ahead and having them get even more space. I think they now have officially the largest house they do. And at least where they live. So congratulations, Thunderheart family. Please, more children. You have really good ones, and we're going to need them for literally our future. All right, and then actually, are you guys all both happy? Like everything going well? Yeah, like, okay, morale, yeah, really high. How you doing, Little's pretty happy. Tessia, like, wow, everybody's happy. Don't even need to do anything to like improve that, I guess. Maybe I could make your relationship with your Little, aren't you being mentored by someone? I could have sworn you're good friends with M. Grimniel, I guess. But like Little, aren't you? Where's your job? Aren't you being mentored? Yeah, you're being mentored by Chaotic. Would you get along with Chaotic? Look, I'm just trying to go ahead and maybe make this. Let's see. Public executions, divination, and meditation are the things that you like. Little, you like meditation? Maybe you'd, oh, Chaotic's literally your dad, for crying out loud. Go ahead and have a better relationship. There you go, loved one. I was just trying to make sure that we could get that going, but I guess that actually means that Tessia is going to gain, oh, look at that, such a huge increase to aspiration and a fairly good increase to knowledge, because it also helps that Tessia has a friendly relationship with their dad as well. Look at that, still friendly. Wait, what? Now loved one. All right, there we go. And that should actually help out with improving production, relationship affinity, and also making sure that, you know, because they are mentor and student, they're going to be producing even more faith even faster. We have quite the religious little family over here. And I said religious, but actually I meant health. And we need health. We also could use a little bit more faith, because right now we're basically burning in the fires of, well, sin is such a strong word for just not believing in the faith of the rats. We are absolutely faithless heathens who believe in no rat. But maybe, with Her Royal Majesty's help, we'll be able to turn that around. But first off, we're also going to make sure that we aren't wasting any resources. So let's just pop over here real quick and, oh, look at that. We already have a ton of animals. Good job, everyone. Her Royal Majesty would celebrate with all of you, but we're kind of panicking over the fact that, you know, everything's going to crisis level. All right, but since we have a ton of wood, we're going to carry on with the initiatives from the royal household to go ahead and construct several new homes. And the exceptionally optimistic, ooh, there we go. We just got like a bunch of attention from the kingdom and a lot of prestige for having all these empty houses just waiting and available for the people who would like to go ahead and would actually like to, you know, move in. Like maybe somebody for poor Beetle. Poor Beetle. I really feel for you because Beetle, you know, you got kind of abandoned by your wife because she just kind of left the entire like community because she was so angry that we were actually having pineapple buns. She left you with little Ziva to raise all on your own, which is very sad. So let's see if we can find your soulmate. You've had it hard, so I'm gonna see if I can use the squeaky tiny bit of hearts I have left to try to find you someone better. And you know what? Her Royal Majesty thinks that a 22-year-old with good charisma who wants to be a merchant, you know, what do you think? Maybe you guys don't get along on everything, but a merchant would be nice. Okay, actually, as much as I would love to have more money, we actually could use somebody who might make a good priestess or lady of the night, but let's see. So that'd be a teacher, a bard, healer, no. And then, let's see, innkeeper or baker. No. Beetle, we're gonna try to find you someone nice since, you know, you've been through so much, but I guess we're gonna have to wait for just a minute. But all right, so how are we going to prevent our community from having their faith lost so significantly? We're losing 18 of, wow. Is that like our production? Oh man. Okay, from having that many peasants. Life expectancy. If 60% chance to add sinful to a random villager every 90 days. And if they gain that trait, then they would actually end up like having terrible life expectancy. Yay! But at least our health is going up enough that everybody feels confident. That's very good. And our protection's still pretty low. Can we get another assassin? Just asking for a friend? Maybe. Oh, but protection, that's right. All right, can we take our builder's tickets? We can make the barracks. No way. Oh, wait. Okay, well, wow, things are really going. A horse. To entertain Lakeburg's young nobles, the court organized some jousting and games for children. Those little knights in armor are so adorable. There's only one tiny problem. They have no mounts. Well, really? Like, we should fix that. Despite being full of proud stallions and powerful mares, the castle stables show a certain lack of children-suitable mounts. Therefore, the nobles decided to requisition the ponies used for carrying goods from one village to another. Of course, the artisans objected. How could they sell their products without their ponies? Okay, which one gives us more money? Well, if we give the ponies back, the children are unhappy, but the artisans are a bit happier and we get a lot of prestige. But if we let the ponies be used by the children, the nobles are a little happier, the children are happy, and we still get some prestige. Look, Queen Saffron knows what looks better for the PR campaign, and considering the fact that the artisans are already happier than the nobles, ponies to the children it is. It is an outrage to prevent children from enjoying themselves for a few days. Even those sleazy commoners should understand that. The nobles were happy the queen took their side. Of course, all ponies will be pampered during the jousting days. So be it. Wow, that got a little more dramatic than I was expecting. Yet, here we are. Maybe it's a good thing that the queen is beginning to think, you know, making the various groups angry at me, maybe not the best move. So maybe we'll go ahead and have that barracks created. And then the children, if they're wandering around ready to riot, if they don't have ponies to ride, we should get that school. Yeah. So, first up, the barracks, which hopefully will add a little bit of protection into our community, especially as we have Laurent the assassin. Laurent, we've been waiting for this moment. We have been waiting for this moment. You may have been sent here to assassinate the royalty that started popping up. You may have been, you know, born into an assassin guild and hiding your whole life history for so very long. And also apparently you're like disgraced nobility, perhaps an offshoot. One of those spares that aren't supposed to pop up in the village, perhaps. However, as you go forth, ready, even though your heart is so kind, to assassinate the queen or the king, you find yourself thinking of little Lorabelle, your itty-bitty child, and thinking she wishes to grow up and become a priestess. She wishes to be kind and, well, she's energetic and beautiful. How could you risk destroying the community that has allowed you to meet Fawn, to have a child? Oh, and you're having another child on the way! So literally, maybe Laurent goes to think about assassinating the queen when he and Fawn and Lorabelle go forth to receive their blessing from the queen, because she gets very excited that there's more little workers on the way, and they're gonna get, you know, an expanded house as a reward. And maybe Laurent knows that that's the moment he should assassinate her, but instead, staring down at his child, knowing that this is his chance, we are actually going to have him pop over. Is this knight or just guard? We're gonna find out. Laurent? Does that make you a knight? I have no idea. Or does that make you a guard? I have no idea. We're gonna have to figure it out. However, it does mean that he has now added protection to the community and also sent us spiraling into a crisis of faith. Actually, that's hilarious because we lost our assassin. The Assassin's Guild keeps people like under control across the board. Dear blacksmith, here's our blacksmith. Cass is one of our builders. Laurent's now a guard. Nature, are you gonna turn around and become an assassin in a twist of unexpected fate? Ever Gemstorm! No, we're gonna make her the assassin because she's actually part of the Gemstorm thief family. So it fits that she would fulfill that role. Oh my. And we're really still struggling with a crisis of faith, but that gets us back up on being entertained and healthy, which is great because I forgot we had our disco dancer Avian here. I can't believe we did that. That's amazing. And we do want to have maybe a little more protection so that people aren't worried would be great, but I could see how perhaps rumors that there was potentially an assassination attempt on the queen or something actually did make it so that I say something like maybe the treasure, maybe the royal pony, because somebody was really mad about like the kids using the ponies. But I could see how that would make it so that there would be even more of a crisis of faith, because how could the world be so dark? Well, let's see. Yeah, everybody's getting scared. Is this where we get faith? Pandora. You know, this actually works out. Bear with me on this. Because perhaps because there has been a crisis of faith, certain members of the community, especially certain members who are hauling in more wood than we could really like shake a stick at. How are we doing on masons? And we're doing pretty good on masons. Perhaps certain members of the community leave the jobs that they have held for quite some time. Okay, Pandora, you're kind of young. There you go. And they find themselves disappearing into the shadows. Not to go become assassins or thieves or try to, you know, kill the royal pony or steal any gemstones, but instead to find this... words need to be picked carefully for YouTube. To find their faith elsewhere. Perhaps they find themselves wandering to new places and making it so that somehow the tension in the village just seems to lighten somewhat, and people are able to find themselves feeling, if a little cheeky, at least not to the point where they're ready to go ahead and like burn everything down into fiery pits of lava and declare, I don't know, like all rats are evil. We are the Church of the Rat. I've really got to work on that. But all right, now that that is done, and we actually just need a little bit more, maybe we can add more protection. Who would be a good, let's see, Cass as a builder would really love that position. And you know, how good a builder is she? She's not even that great a builder. So you know what? She's going to rise to the challenge, our Cass Grimnail, even though she's frail. Oh my gosh. And she is going to request a position where she too can don the armor to protect the community and try to do her best to watch over her little children. M and also Annie. Also M, boy, you look identical to your mom. I had to do like 3 double looks just then. That being said, M's smart, but also weak like her mom. And she could actually be a fantastic gatherer. She's level 3 on aspiration for food, 100 on nature. Oh, are you kidding me? M, say no more. You're also extremely intelligent. I think we're gonna go ahead and get you your own house. And we'll let time pass now that I've settled a few of those chaotic things. And we're gonna see about getting you, sorry, over to the Harvester's Barn, where you and Lasma can work together to gather many an apple. Oh, okay, Pandora. It seems that in your seeking of faith at other temples of other entities, like the Woo of the Who entity, we seem to have found ourselves having some interesting things go on. Some zealous zealots. For several weeks now, religion is on the rise, and zealots are getting restless. Pandora, in particular, shows extreme devotion, which her neighbors tend to find disturbing. However, her zeal could be useful. How could we make the most of it? So we could have less morale from the entire community, but get a bunch of money, and she would become grateful. Or send her to leave the kingdom, but we'd only end up with like pleasantly surprised for a little bit, and we'd have a teensy bit more faith. Look, the queen can kind of read between the lines and the curtains and see where the money is. After all, why not take advantage of Pandora's skills? I actually could see this being related to like her new career choice and everybody being a little bit like, I don't know, this is a little uncomfy, but what do you think? After all, why not take advantage of Pandora's skills? Sending her to raise money door to door proved particularly fruitful. I wonder why. It's hard to tell whether she was naturally convincing or the villagers just wanted to get rid of her, but the net gain is undeniable. Money! Which makes the queen happy. Yay! Alright. Oh, wow, that's actually a lot of money. Nice! What are we stocked up on? Okay, we got clothes coming in. We got meat coming in. Also, the wood is always constantly overflowing, but we'll work on that later. And, okay. Yay! A whole bunch of people are no longer skeptical. Good job, Pandora. Oh dear. Also, Shell, it looks like you're ready for being an obstinate, very stubborn peasant child who might become a okay guard. Ooh, dexterity is really high and weapons mastery could be higher. You know what? I could see the children being inspired by the recent rise of like guardians. Shell, there you go. You are now apprenticed under Cass, who shall hopefully be able to raise your weapons mastery and also your aspiration for strength a lot. Wow, Cass, you're really talented at that. Maybe we have more little kids who want to end up becoming like mentors. Oh, and Aslan, you no longer have a mentor? You're furious and frustrated and efficient? I'm glad you're channeling your rage, I guess? Ember! Ember Quakes met an untimely end after throwing herself against the doors of her newly constructed shed, hoping to prove its sturdiness to those around her. The frail construction collapsed directly onto Ember, killing her instantly. Ember! Oh my gosh, she was literally the king's mother. Oh, what a tragedy. What a tragedy. What is he gonna be upset now? Is he gonna be sad about this development? How you holding up, Zero? You doing all right? I think he doesn't like being a king or a consort. So he's unhappy about that. And young parent, did you guys just have another kid? Like, what? Hold up here. Rest in peace, Ember. Or is that still from the royal princess? We have a new baby! Her royal majesty and consort Zero ended up having a new child. Hello, little one. May you grow up being quite persuasive. Oh, good, leadership's already right there. Yes. Ah, good. And you also happen to be brave, and your name is going to be, let's see. Let's see. Let's go with, Sarian. Sarian. There we go. After Sarian. Which I don't know if I pronounced that anywhere close, but I like that. You are now Princess Sarian Golden Apple, who might become queen, for all we know, in the future. And currently, how's your sister Bunny doing on learning? You know, it's looking pretty good, Sarian. Looking pretty good. When you go ahead and get a little bit older, it looks like you might be really fitting for the throne, just saying. I think you might end up becoming the heir, because it looks like Bunny is not interested. Bunny, what would you be interested in, my dear? Becoming a builder? Maybe she wants to build the kingdom. Maybe we should go ahead and let her, like, look, we're gonna put Sari in there because Bunny, we're gonna say, is just being a bit rebellious. And even from a young age, Princess Sarian clearly is making herself well known. Oh, yay! And Zero loves his new baby, so maybe he's putting his affections there and not thinking about his mom dying, which is good. And then we'll send Bunny over to train. Look at how much happier she is doing all this work to go ahead and figure out how to help build up and expand the kingdom. That suits her. That suits her. All right. And then Aslan, what was I doing with you? Here, scooch, scooch. There you go. Now you have a new mentor. And we're gonna see if we can pair off some of the single hearts in our community. Oh, actually, the queen wants to see what the bartering offers are. No! Why don't we have more apple cider? She wants the money. I will take the stone for wheat, though. We will make that trade. And then we will see if we can quickly find soulmates. Starting with the youngest member of the community, to be completely honest, because the queen knows which side the future babies are buttered, maybe? That's really weird. Oh dear. And let's see if we can find someone who would help the kingdom thrive. Let's see, a beautiful innkeeper who could be a baker. What are we really looking for right now? Honestly, somebody to pull up the faith would be good, but otherwise, blacksmith would be really good too. So we'll keep an eye out for those traits. And livestock farmer. Oh, actually, this would be a pretty good pairing. It's a like romantic person, a little older than you, who would be a good innkeeper. And I think our innkeeper is actually ancient. Like, no offense to the current innkeeper, but I'm pretty sure. So let's try this out. Fashion, silver and gold, and music. That all sounds like a perfect combination for being an innkeeper, is you're really into like music, silver, gold, fashion, not poetry, painting, or dancing. Because look, you want people to like fork over the money a little faster than that. So let's see. Yes, you like money and relationships. You like the latest clothing trends, and you do not like poetry. So we will not recite you a poem. Boom! Just like that, Em. Congratulations. You now have... Ooh, Swiftblade is such a cool last name. Are you kidding? This is actually going to be North. After Northern. How about? Northern Swiftblade. Well, I'll just go with North. After Northheart. I guess I could go ahead... You know what, Northheart? To make this just... We're gonna go with East. We're gonna name her East Swiftblade after you. But we're gonna change the names a little bit because things get interesting. And I don't want to make people too uncomfortable with whatever career they end up having. And sure enough, Mal is 51 years old, still feeling pretty healthy, but you never know what you never know. And we're gonna go ahead and East is gonna pop on in and she can help out. Because also we wanted more apple cider because the queen was noting, wait a second, we can make good money off that. Phew! Okay, and very quickly, Latte, actually Beetle, I should go with you first. All right, Beetle, you have a young child to raise. Can we find you somebody who would be pretty good for the community? Healer! Why, hello. Can you potentially, oh, and you're both romantic. Oh, come on. Let's try this one out. Flowers, divination, dancing. Got it. Flowers, divination, dancing. Flowers, divination, dancing. Flowers, divination, dancing. I don't think you like poetry? Ah, dang it. Flowers, divination, dancing. Oh, geez. Oh, no. Look, we're gonna ask for help. So, doesn't like fishing. Oh, thank goodness. And then flowers, divination, dancing. Okay. Whew. Okay, sorry about that. Have to do speed dating to even try to get that right. There you go, Beetle. Oh, good. Now we have enough people to be able to have another assassin. Goody. And welcome to, let's go with Fern after Fen. Fen, welcome. You are going to be a wonderful, how about Fern? Leaf touch. Leaf touch. Because I do like to touch the ferns. You're kind, a bit boring, but quite romantic. And guess what? Oh, wow, we really need another assassin. That's not what you need to worry about, though, because we're going to yeet you right into the hospital and... Boink! Yay! That's actually a lot better than Lynn. Lynx, do you have any other job you might be better at? No. Good luck, then. Well, phew. Oh, and latte. I'm very sorry about this latte. Let's see, surroundings. Okay, nope. Nope. Oh, wait. Would everybody be awful because you're heartbroken and widowed right now? Maybe we'll revisit this later. But maybe you don't have much of a later. And it could be useful to have a very old retired teacher. Okay, we're just gonna see. I'm sorry. Hang in there, latte. Gossip, divination, dueling. Is this gonna work out? Gossip, divination, dueling. Okay, gossip, divination, dueling. Let's see. Oh, wow. The date is going so well, they decided to get married immediately. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that you two wanted to wait around, because even though you have an awful affinity, I think that, like, time's ticking, I guess. And we're gonna go ahead, and I'm just gonna go ahead and name this person, let's go with Jasmine, Tree. Because she might be a teacher, and also like Jasmine after Jasmine T, since she married Latte. And I don't want to assign one of our poor patrons to be a 58-year-old ugly, mean, resilient, proud, like former teacher who's now going to boss everybody around and tell them how things should be built in the village. Phew. Okay, now, dear, you need to be our blacksmith. Nature, I think that everybody who should be an assassin's already an assassin. And we can kind of catch our breath for just a moment. And now that that is done, Her Royal Majesty is going to go lay down. Oh dear. And they've got the following relationship, loveless marriage. Oh geez, we'll have to see what happens. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.